vi tjekker lige den her side her, om den lige kører. Yay! I think we're live. I'm just checking whether it's going on here as well. I think it is. It's going to be a bit delayed on the Facebook channel. Okay. Hi, Kim.
How are you?
There you are. Welcome back from Dubai.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
I hope
Likewise.
that you had a good trip back. I was home a day earlier than you, right?
Yeah. I got the pleasure to sleep the whole day after the party at Michael Hansen's. So I was a little more shooted for the aircraft back to Copenhagen than you were. So, but we all home safe and good and ready to work.
Exactly, telling you about it. Okay, I just make sure I want to get rid of that feedback from the streaming in the background. Okay, but anyway, to all of you that are viewing this Hangout, Kim and I just wanted to reach out to you just to let you know that we just came back from Dubai at the Dubli 2014 Summit, which was more than awesome. It was incredible. It was amazing. It was all the things that such an event need to be and what you expected. But it's the content at the same time that and the messages and everything else that you get delivered from management and from the company. If that at the same time blow you away, then it's just incredible. I was not in doubt that this was probably the best event that they've thrown till now. Of course, being in Dubai and everything else and the surroundings, all sales directors, vice presidents, senior vice presidents of the company had the chance to come at the last day to a special VIP event, as Kim just referred to, that we were out hanging out at the founders mansion in Dubai, and it was like rocket perfect. We had a lot of the other entrepreneurs doing pretty well at attending that event. We had the chance to network and talk to a lot of people and get to know who's actually leading the path. And one of the most amazing thing was that we had a couple of people. Actually, the United States is probably the fastest growing teams right now, and we had one of the guys over there that attended that became a vice president in 28 days, and that's just blowing my mind away, because I know how much time I've spent getting to where I am today. And of course, this guy is coming into the company where everything is in shape. The product is better than ever. Dubli is today present with customers all around the globe, and they have made a footprint that made these people able to leverage it much more. And with the tour that our founding president CEO Michael Hansen had through a variety of cities in the U.S. over the last several months, had actually encountered a lot of entrepreneurs finally getting their eyeballs up for what Dubli is all about. And we'll try today to cover, for those of you in our team who is, it's actually primarily therefore we online right now. We primarily want to make sure that all our friends that was involved with Dubli, but due to the bumpy roads, we all networkers, marketeers, we tend to look for the next shiny object. But frankly, guys, I've been working a couple of online businesses to get more knowledge in my head, understanding better how to drive traffic, convert traffic, turn that into money from some of the best trainers out there on the internet, and start to hang out with a lot of people online, and always been working on building my blog, putting up some videos. Those of you who have followed what I've did, shooting my videos, some of my Danish friends suddenly didn't understand why Ronnie was suddenly speaking English and English American, whatever, funny English, whatever it is. But I figured out that if I wanted to make sure that with a global e-commerce portal that was visionary, going to blow the world, and skyrocket as soon as everybody figured out that we were there. I mean, 11 years since Dupli was founded, and all the things that they've been through, having now today a stock listed company that is ready to go out and kick BOTB, whatever word, on the internet, making sure that everybody that wants to have more cash back, have a product where I can just show people that they can get cash back on all their purchases, the purchases that they do anyway. I mean, think about this. I don't need to change anybody's buying habits. I don't need to run around with a fantastic product that is premium priced, and I need to sell that to anybody that probably don't want it but want it or will buy it because I came and showed it to them because they think I'm a nice guy and they don't want to, tamper me with not buying my stuff. So now I have like an enormous, fantastic product, and we know that there's a lot of things that pass through, and I'll cover a few things here. Let me just give you a quick agenda. Are you coughing, my friend?
Oh yeah, just a little.
If you want to say something, Kim, just
no, just coughing.
I can on these Hangout, white box myself, so you cannot interrupt me. So I'll do that. But anyway, I know you're being the devil's advocate, making sure that I don't ramble away and I keep on track on the time. We appreciate you being online here. We appreciate your time, and we want to make sure that we hold this within the hour with all the things that we want to share with you. Let me give you a quick rundown on the topics that we're going to cover today. I'm going to cover the past, the present, and the future. It sounds like it's going to take forever, but we'll do that very quickly, just to let you know where we were and what was the tumbling ground for a lot of marketers that was involved with Dupli that actually left us, and that we want to make sure that you come back. And the message for today is like, if you had left us for whatever reason, you have a chance to come back and opening up what you already had built. So this is something that the company actually hands out to us today, to go and reach out to the people that was involved with the business and make sure that they can come in and get involved again if they decide to do that. And we're going to talk about at present, where are we today, and that's what we came back with from Dubai, and what is we'll close it off with having a short-term, long-term plan ready for you, what you need to do now and forward up to the 1st of November, and then what's going to be actually going to happen in the future after the 1st of November. You know everything about network marketing. If you're in direct sales, network marketing, online marketing, you know that some of the best periods of time to actually expand your organization is September, October, November, December, up to the Christmas month. This is always the fourth quarter of any year, is where all businesses, no matter what business you are in, it usually skyrockets because people actually tend to have a better momentum in these months. Why it is like that, I don't know, but this is just a standard for the profession. And what I'll cover next on that one is what actually makes results. I mean, what is it that, with what you have, generates results? A lot of marketers out there struggle. I've been struggling. A lot of other people have been struggling with whatever they picked as an opportunity. But we're going to show you tonight, I'll talk to you tonight about what is actually the elements, the three elements that actually makes a success, no matter what type of business you're holding on to today. Okay, so that's hints for you as well. If you jump out of Dupli and started somewhere else, that's okay, but you can listen in anyway. So we will share that with you anyway. We would like to let you know that you shouldn't have left us, and you're also welcome back. So now that's said, I don't want to pitch that anymore, do we? Anyway, then I'm going to cover what is the difference between traditional MLM and what is the difference between those packages, the traditional MLM and product-driven, distributor-driven businesses, compared to what the Dupli engine is all about, because I think a lot of people need to have that refreshed. And then I'm going to talk about those three elements that we're going to cover, which is successful for your business, and how they are covered in the new stuff that was presented to us in Dubai, and sort of pack that in, wrap that around whatever you need to know to make sure that you can figure out whether you want to re-enter into the business or you actually want to join the business with us. That will be as easy as it is. And then we'll cover, sort of close up with the plan, the short-term plan and the long-term strategy that we would recommend you to pick. So if that's okay with you, we'll go for it. If you have any questions, go below. If you're watching this, you're probably watching it on our Facebook page. and you can put comments in there. Those comments are not reflecting into Facebook unless you actually take a marker then ask them to be on Facebook on your wall. So if you type anything, it's hidden from your personal wall, so don't be afraid to ask us any questions there. Nobody out there in the open forum is going to see your questions or see our replies unless we actually allow it to be shown on Facebook. So it's internal in this Google Hangout that is actually going to air there. If you're watching it on Google Plus, I would recommend that you reach out to us on the chat on Facebook. Find my name, ronniegeismore.com, or Kim Jacobsen. You can, if there are other Kim Jacobsens out there, make sure that you friend up with me or whatever. Chat with me first, and I can give you the link to Kim's page or whatever. There might be some brothers out there that is called Kim Jacobsen, right? Kim, don't you think?
A few, I guess.
A few spelled with a K.
That narrows it a bit, right?
That narrows it a bit, okay. Yeah. But there could be somebody from our ancestors that actually moved somewhere around the world with a Jacobsen with a K. My name is not similar. If you find somebody that is named exactly like I am, I would like to know. Okay, but back to reality. Past, present, and future. If you were in Doobly at a certain time, and you were there for whatever reasons because you saw you saw that the opportunity was there, and the things that has changed with the company, the way the company has actually upgraded or changed over the last year or so, you might have decided to leave for other things, or you might have decided to not be with us anymore because you felt it took too long before we actually came to the setup. One of the very famous, well-known marketer out there, or network marketing person that trains a lot of other network marketing people out there, I remember him saying to me back in December 2012, actually I overheard my brother having a conversation with him at a VIP arrangement in Vegas, where he said, oh, you're from Doobly. People were waiting last time you guys were around. But I can tell you what I have told him now, that if he still thinks we're waiting, he's left behind. So, just to let you know, we're getting we are a totally different place today than we were just a few months ago. The company had taken off by putting together the right corporate environment, the setup of the communication for the customers, the customer portfolio is the portal is so geared to the marketplace today. We have so many merchants on the US mall. We have opened in several local malls in a variety of countries, and it is just booming away. And the partner program setups with having charities and schools and non-profit organizations to be able to come in and partner up with Doobly and have their own online presence and earning money or helping people save money, which means that those charity organizations actually are making more money than they usually do by not being out trying begging for getting extra money into the setup, but actually providing an option for people to support them by giving them the value of getting additional cash back when they shop online anyway. So this is the present situation, that we are actually having Doobly geared now with a customer portfolio with a huge amount of setups there. So we'll cover that a little bit later. But what makes results, guys? I mean, anybody who sits out there listening to what we're talking about today on this Hangout is that what generates, no matter what business you're in, what generates actually any kind of success. You need to have a fabulous product. You need to have a product that people like, trust, and believe in, and they'll buy it from you, definitely. No matter what type of product. If you have a pizzeria, you'll be able to serve good pizzas, but you will have a competitor down the road that might sell another additional good pizza, and people will actually sort of probably run away from you if you don't make the best pizza at all. So you need to have a very good product, a product that people like, know, and trust, and they will go and do, follow you there. If you really provide them value on your product, that will be great. You need to have a brilliant compensation plan. Anybody who's in the profession of online marketing, internet marketing, network marketing, they know you need to have a comp plan. And all of the companies out there have that. And we also have in Doobly, we have a fabulous product, we have a fabulous compensation plan. And we also have the last leg in that sort of success story is the entrepreneur himself, the person who signed up in the business, who wanted to leverage the opportunities to bring this business to the next level and start making some money. So that means if you're an entrepreneur there, you know that the last leg of getting a success is actually you having a high work ethic. The same guy who said that phrase before to me, that last time people were waiting for you guys at Doobly, but listen, the same guy tells me nowadays that the only thing you need to succeed in is that, sorry guys, there's work involved. I mean, we need to make sure that no matter what business you start up, whatever startup company entrepreneur you are, whatever type of entrepreneur you are, you need to have those three things in place: a fabulous product, a very good comprehensive compensation plan that is fair for everybody, and also you need to be there with your work ethics. If you don't have those three things put together, it's very difficult to succeed. And I want to take those three elements and try and put in some of the new stuff that Doobly provides to us as entrepreneurs to make sure that those three things really boost off and are killer for right now to take it to the next level. So it's pretty fun. Is that covering what we talked about, Kim? Is that sort of covering what we talked about in that phrase of having the product, the compensation plan, and the person himself? Is that it?
I believe you're right on schedule, Ron. No comment here from my end. No.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
Super. Let me tell you one thing about the difference between a traditional MLM business and what Doobly actually provides. Some of you will know that most businesses that has a product distributor-driven setup, there is a fantastic product, and I have never ever seen any products out there that are not good products. It's very rarely that pops up any products that are good, are not good products, or anything that is not valuable enough for the user of the product. The situation is that sometimes, and most of the times, you need to take that product, and actually it could be a juice, it could be a slimming product, it could be any type of a physical product that you need. It could be soap, it could be detergents, it could be you name it. You all know where they are, these type of products. They're good products, but you actually need to find customers who needs those products. And sometimes you need to find customers who don't know they need the products but need them, and then you have to go and do some selling, which is most of the things that an entrepreneur really hates when they start their own business, is actually to really sell a product. And the other situation that can happen and occur is that people then tend to try and get it online. And most of the time is that you typically have things on auto ship, and you need to put this product out to people always on auto ship. And if people stop having the auto ship and don't want your product anymore, you start losing money, and that goes down the drain for all the work you've done. So here's the, and then the other thing, I've been there as well. I mean, I've been in the business where I had a product there, and I was the walking proof of the product that it worked. I mean, I might need that product again, by the way. But anyway, I was a bit slimmer at that time. But anyway, this product was a fantastic and fabulous product, and I loved it. I loved the business I was in. I loved the setup with that company. But I also had the opportunity to pile up a lot of boxes in my garage. And a friend of mine had this joke: how do you recognize a detergent salesperson or a home-based business person that has a detergent distribution business? It is when it's raining, there's soap floating out from his garage. So this is one of the ways to see that. I had a pile of products. I could invite the whole family for 4 types of flavors, which was strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, and tropical. So I had the whole menu there, but it was all like powder that needed to be shaked up for something to drink. So we all tried that. So when I saw the opportunity with Doobly, I was not in doubt that I needed to go somewhere else, because here I don't need to change people's buying habits, because I actually on the spot has an opportunity for the customer or the consumer to go to the online stores that they shop in anyway. They're going to buy a TV or a pair of Nike sneakers anyway, so why not get cash back? And that's what Doobly provides to the consumer. And for me, I had no inventory, I had nothing here, and I could not, if I took all my boxes of 3 different flavors and put them on the internet, on eBay, to get rid of it from my garage, I know I was going to hurt a lot of other distributors in that company, and this is where the internet becomes the enemy to traditional MLM businesses. So if you don't have any unique stuff out there that is sort of fitting into that setup, you might be at a certain time having a business that was booming for you once that actually sort of changed to be something that is going to be ribbing you for money anyway, or you won't earn any money anymore. So if you look at the model here at Doobly, it's actually the customer setup, the consumers that goes online anyway and shop anyway, they would like to have coupons, better deals, and more cashback. They'll definitely want to go for getting money back on something they need to buy anyway. It's a win-win situation for the customer, and a lot of people ask us sometimes where did the money flow come from, and it's also very good for the merchant, because think of the merchant actually going out there and saying, I need to have traffic to my website to sell some of my product. Walmart, or the other big brand name stores out there, Target, or all the other ones where you go and buy something online, and you just want to go to the grocery store and look at it, and you come back and you buy it online to get a discount because that's the way they want you to do it. If you at the same time go through Doobly, you get an additional cash back. And why do the merchants like that? They like it because they don't have any sort of marketing expenses with Doobly until they actually have a sale. That means as soon as the customer buys something, is a transition-driven business, so the merchant don't pay any commissions or anything out before they actually got a sale from a customer, or a customer that went to purchase something from them. That means the money flow is there, and the customer gets some additional cash back from Doobly for what Doobly has of deal with the merchant, and they take another part and put it in the hands of people who actually go out and be the marketing engine, which is us business associates inside Doobly, that actually is put into a networking setup. So we have Doobly Network, we have Doobly.com, the consumer part that is totally separated from the business part. Whereas in traditional MLM businesses, if your distributors stop using the products, or your distributors stop having auto ship out to a lot of people, your business will actually decline. And here you have a totally different scenario, because you as an entrepreneur will not lose anything, because the entrepreneurial part is in Doobly Network. So if anybody in your organization or in your business will fall apart from there, stop doing the business, the consumers that came in are still there. So this is the fantastic part of the way Doobly's corporate set up this model. We will show you much more about that if you're new to the business, but as you are probably here because you are an old person in the business, you know that already. But we want to make sure that you understand the power of that when you actually open up for your position. So two messages here. My story is clear. I decided to stick with Doobly. I decided to have that as my primary business, even though I went online and tried to learn how to get my business online. I still kept having Doobly as my primary business. And a lot of you marketeers that are watching here who is not involved in Doobly will say to me, yeah, but that's also what we are with our business. We love our business. We want to stay there. That's also fine. But think of this. What if you could not sell your product, but you could still talk to a person and say to them, hey, but do you shop anything online? Yes, I do. And here you can actually go to Doobly, and you can just be a Doobly customer and then earn money that way as well, because as soon as you get new customers, there's a customer referral setup in the customer setup. Now I'm actually more or less getting into the presentation of the business, but I just wanted to let you know that Doobly is a totally different scenario to traditional MLM. That's why everybody over here will benefit from it. So what happened when we came back from how can I take these three steps that I gave you before, three elements, and take the things that corporate have given us right now? How can we take that how can we lift that to the next notch? That is all about communication. I mean, all companies that are good at communicating with their customers will be able to communicate directly with the customer and give them some more value. The more value the customer gives, the more the customer will shop. Imagine this, that you get a free customer into Doobly, and Doobly now goes in and provide a system in the back office an upgraded back office for the customer. So the more the free customer uses Doobly, the more they actually get rewarded from Doobly because they have a lot of transactions. So what we would start doing is communicate to these customers, depending on whether they're free level or they are member level on premium or VIP status, and let them know, at least if they're only at the free level, that they actually can upgrade to VIP and get those VIP earnings released. So there's a certain, from a new customer comes in there, start using the portal, and as soon as they start getting cash back, we will go in and make sure that they get this fear of loss of what they could have earned if they would have been a VIP from the beginning. But a lot of people want to go and trial it out and test it out, see if it really works. Do I really get paid cash back? Do I really get it onto my Doobly Debit MasterCard? Do I really get it paid out to my bank account? Yes, you do. And when you realize that, these customers become more natural customers who wants to make sure that they stay with us, and that's what Doobly is going to communicate to the customers. Kim, let me know if you have anything you want to put in there. What did you feel that when we came back, what we have with us back from Dubai, is that top notch what they're doing for the customers now? Do you think that, or can you have some comments on that?
Absolutely. The customer portal is well. We knew a lot of things that were coming to the customer platform about getting to know the customer, starting to communicate with the customer in a manner that would actually suit the customer. I mean, I will get some information which actually suits my buying purposes and my buying habits. So we knew a little bit about that, but I think the great thing now is that the communication will be much more in depth. I mean, creating new customer, talking to the new customer, follow up with the new customer. All that is being set into a system, and the good thing about that is that we as distributors, we as business associates, not all of us are as how should we put it? Are as good as communicators as you are, Ronnie. They can make up a webinar and talk to a lot of people about how the platform works. But now, even without having those abilities, they can just pop into the system, let Doobly communicate via the email, which are written by the right people, which convert max. So I mean, this whole thing about the communication, which is in my experience as a multi-level marketing businessman or network marketer, if you will, that is the feedback I get mostly from my downline, my business associates, is that I need to help them with the communication. It's always a matter of the communication. It's always lack of communication which makes it hard to sell the business, to duplicate the business, right? So Doobly puts this in a system which runs automatically. And may I lastly put it into perspective when we're talking about international business? I mean, how would you, if you only speak your own native language, might even add some English on top of that, but how would you start a guy from Thailand? How would you start a guy from Belarus? How would you start a guy from Spain? I mean, that would be physically impossible. Now, you can pop into an email, autoresponder emails stream, which is actually pointed directly to a guy from Spain. The whole thing is in Spanish. You can do it in Belarus. You suddenly create an international company, and Doobly is an international company. It's a worldwide company. So why not give the business associate the proper tools to make this an international and worldwide company? And all these tools, we got them in Dubai.
Yeah,
Back to you, my friend.
We certainly did. I mean, I know how I've been struggling making autoresponder emails and things like that, and I understand the fact that if you have to sit down and do that in multiple languages, it's going to be even more difficult for you. So in my case, I was just sitting there cheering and figuring out that I was more or less getting unemployed when I come back. Understand me right in this perspective. I have been doing hangouts and videos and things like that, autoresponder setup, funnels, or anything else. I've been doing all that for my team and share that with a lot of people. And every time I had to grind that together myself, and with help from you, of course, Kim, when we did some of the videos and the presentations. Now we have a corporate setup. We actually have a company that really have understood the power of the internet is there for to be. Actually, I was having this thought just let's say a year ago, when at least I know some of my my team members actually left because they couldn't figure out to do the business. It was too complicated to explain the plan. It was too complicated to do this and that, and they were waiting for the next leader like me doing the next video, and you know, if I was like 2 weeks behind on that, you know, everybody was struggling. So in my sense, I just sat there flat, blown away that these people now have understood to take probably the best consumer product out there, combine it with a network marketing direct sale franchise model, and at the top of that, given from a corporate perspective, us the tools to generate customers, doubling the customer acquisition in viral growth marketing, having a system set up that if we do a bit of work, we'll be rewarded on it, and on top of that, they'll actually on top of that put the same amount of money generated that way into a marketing economy in the company, in the marketing setup, that the company will try to provide as many customers into the system as we will, and in a certain system try to give us all let's call it a rotator. Anybody who has been online marketeers or anything online, if you can go in and get in a rotation system where every time there comes a customer in, it'll be rotated to the next in line, so that all of us sits around the table and get a customer every time somebody rolls into the company, because the company is not interested in having the customers. They're interested in having the customers in front of us that are in the business, so that everybody wins. So it's like we came up with this win-win-win-win situation. It's like a win situation all the way through. The customer gets cash back on products they buy anyway. The merchant don't have any expenses on marketing until they actually got a sale, somebody buying from them or got a sale. And the business associates will be rewarded for building a franchise organization around the world, and at the end, you know, everybody was happy. So this is like a fantastic setup that they have actually put together, and some of the final things of having that communication set up from corporate, so that we can make sure that when the platform as it is right now in multiple languages, we will also have the follow-up system in multiple languages. And think about this as an entrepreneur. What if you had to sit down and write your own email copy in multiple languages? It will be like impossible. I mean, Kim and I could decide to start another business tomorrow, an online business or anything else. But if we had to put that all in perspective, what we needed to do to have it all running, here we have a plug-and-play system that we can just join and be part of. So in my perspective, it's just incredible. I'm trying to look down here on my notes.
May I add one thing, Ronnie?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty awesome to hear when they talked about the email follow-ups. That, I mean, you and I have been into email follow-ups, and normally you get the chance to do a personalized version of the email that the company puts in front of you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can tweak and you can add a little, and you can make a new sentence here and there. I think it was pretty awesome to hear Dupy's marketing division say that they didn't allow that. No way, sir. You could change you could put in your name, you could put in your contact, but you couldn't add one thing.
That's true.
Because this was just not something that they just wrote. It was tweaked and was able to make the maximum conversion. So it is, as you put it, Ron, it's a plug-and-play system.
It is. And you know what I was fascinated about is that not the person or the person in charge of that part of the organization, but as Duply, like Facebook and other platforms out there, has a lot of knowledge about their customers. You know, the customers, when they log in, Doobly can see their buying habits, their purchasing power, what they're doing, what stores that you can put together. Actually, inside Doobly, a customer can shape their own portal so it fits their own needs. They can have their favorite stores first and everything else. So because of that knowledge Doobly will have of their customers that are on the portal, their behavior, then they can do much more targeted follow-up with them. That means that they can get a variety of emails or email communication or communication to the customer that fits where the customer is right now. So that means that if there comes up, let's imagine that there comes up a new couple of deals from their favorite stores, that could be alerted to them straight away, much better than they would have expected if they were not involved in Doobly. And at the same time, there's a lot of if the free customer have been trying the portal out, and they can go in and start marketing to that person on how much they actually leaving behind because they're not a VIP member yet. And we all know what membership does. Membership does that it brings money in the pocket of the people that enrolled the customers. And in that time, it's also going to be a win-win for the customer, the consumer, because they don't need to know. They don't know inside Doobly that there actually is a marketing engine behind it where there are business associates making money, but they are sales team or whatever we can call us. But they will have this consumer experience all the time, that they as a consumer can go in the customer referral program and start making $20 every time they recommend to do what they do themselves anyway to their neighbor, their sister, their brother, their aunt, or whatever, and let them know, why don't you become a VIP as I do? I get another 6%. And if they turn out to change their free account to a VIP, that person that referred them would get $20 in a reward just because they actually told about it. That viral growth is going to be tremendous. It's so awesome. I mean, I've never thought about anybody that could think about this MLM model that I talked about earlier, where you have a product that is moved by the distributor primarily. What if the distributor disappears? Is there still customers that recommend the product? There might be, but where can they get the product if the distributor is gone? I mean, here you just have a plain normal online community where all the stores are there anyway, and they will buy in Tesco's or in any of the brand stores out there, Best Buy, whatever, Target, shoes.com, whatever the names are, they will buy these products anyway, Apple, whatever. They can get cash back. So this is just amazing. The other thing that we got, I think we need to touch on now is you have these three legs in your business. You have a super product, and here Doobly takes care about the customers, and they'll do everything else. The second thing we have is a comp plan. What happened there, Kim? Let me hear from you. How do we say this? How can we? Have you ever come back from a summit or an event in a company where you actually more or less can say that you came back with a 50% at least salary increase?
No, never. And but you're absolutely right, Ronnie. It was a 50% salary increase. I mean, what we got was that normally, if a company introduces a new compensation plan, normally you would expect them to take a little from the existing plan and then add some new tweaks and stuff to a new plan. So you would more or less come out with a 0, maybe a plus 1 or 2% solution. But what we got coming home from Dubai was that the compensation plan as we know it stays the same. Absolutely stays the same. But on top of that, and I guess what we talked about anyway was that there was a lot of good, very, very nice American business associates coming into the company, and they are increasing very, very fast right now. I guess this was the first convention I attended anyway, where we had so many American people on the stage and networking with American people, and you got the feeling that they somehow had a finger in the game, talking about making our compensation plan a little faster, and making it a little more aggressive, making it more easy for business associates to get to get the first earned dollar, right? I mean, as soon as you earn the first dollar, as soon as you just did plus with $1, I mean, then it's a go, right? Then it's green light, because if you can make $1 in the first week, well, then you just duplicate what you did in the second week, and then you make $2, right? And in most people you talk to in MLM business, they go for 2 or 3 or 4 months without making anything. So what?
Even longer. I know people that have been in a company for several months, even up to a year before they start. You really have to make
absolutely, my friend. But what Doobly did now was they added, and we're not going into deep detail. We talked
Definitely
about
not. We're not talking details tonight.
But they added another layer, a more aggressive binary layer on top of what we already know, and this binary layer will increase the extent of our organization, and it will extend revenue that we make on our job. So yeah, I without going into more I cannot go to any more details on it. So I'll give
I agree with you, because we've also know that when we get this information, it was a group of people available there. We're also eager to come back and teach our team how to do this and do that. And the tendency people get to do is actually they start waiting until it's launched. And we don't want to get into that scenario that people are not carrying on building. So the short-term message here is actually that we're also going around to the hour, so I want to make sure that we keep the timing. So the message here actually is that we got so much valuable stuff inside the customer part of the business. But on the business associate part of the business, we just got a killer add-on to an existing amazing compensation plan. Our compensation plan, I had not a finger to lay on that. It's built like a man who actually went to the top. The founder and creator of Doobly, he went to the top in other network marketing companies before, and he knows about all the type of comp plans that are available out there. And all the times that things are tweaked inside of Doobly, it's tweaked to the advantage of everybody. Primarily the best customer portal or portfolio at all, the best product. He wants the vision of companies to make sure that we always have a global presence with the best product on e-commerce cashback. So that the vision is that when we start, everybody says, let's Google it. Let's go on Skype to make calls. Let's go on eBay to shop. Or those phrases that are known out there. Doobly wants to be what these companies have done for Google and stuff and search or whatever. Google is for search engines. Doobly want to make sure that the vision is that Doobly is going to be the place to go for cashback. So we want to go and Doobly it to make sure that we get the cashback. And on the network side, the business part, they wanted to make sure that the compensation plan is so attractive that people can start joining this business as an entrepreneur and start making money quickly. Not a quick money-making scheme, but by building a foundation and a structure that will help you advance to where you want to go to make sure that residual part of the business goes fine. I remember a graph that was shown before where you have time out one line. I think the x-axis and the y-axis is I can't remember how it is. Help me on that one. But where you actually have a fast earning bonus setup for building your business, and then your residual income starts coming up and actually sort of cut that curve at a certain time, so your residual will be for the future what is going to be your primary income, whereas as building the structure is something that helps you in the early part of the business. And the hockey stick effect is there right now. Doobly has been 11 years in the business. They have been lying low. Everything is in place. They've been making money. There's a stock listed company that is going for NASDAQ and everything else. And trust me, that hockey stick effect is there now. So if you want to be part of something interesting, it's now than ever. And by that, this hangout is for all of you out there who in your local area might not have, at least of those of you of our English-speaking team, if you are not able to get into a local let's say local group of people and working with, and you have us as leaders on a distance, make sure that you hook up with us, connect with us to make sure you go in and reopen your account if your account for some reason was shut down because you decided not to work it with the new rules and everything else on the VIP voucher setup. So you can go in actually and activate your account, and if you cannot log into your account, reach out to support or reach out to one of us and let us guide you to what you need to do to get reopened your account. Because if you start reopening your account, let's imagine you're a team leader or a team coordinator, sales director out there, and you wanted to have that position back, you can have it back because the company don't want to leave people behind if they really want to join, be kept in the system. So you can reopen that, and that's your short-term goal. You need to get that done before the 1st of November. You need to get out to all the people in your teams to make sure that you reopen your account and make sure that all your previous or present business partners actually get open their account if they're interested in keeping up on track with being part of Doobly as a business associate. Get them open up. Make sure you do that before the November 1st to make sure that you have all that in place. Reach out to us for any help and guidance if you need any. Make sure that you, if you're new and watching this and you're watching from outside thing, you want to know more about Doobly, reach out to us. If you're watching this on our Hangout page on Facebook, on the live page there, you will be having an environment inside where you can put a comment in there on Facebook, but it will not be popping up on Facebook. It will be inside that little view here so we can go and answer your questions. Reach out to us on Facebook if you're interested in knowing more and joining our business. If you click the green button below this video right now, I'm pretty sure you jump into my team, and don't want to have any of Kim's or Paul's or Ricky's or any of our own team members to join that green button. So don't hit that button if you want to join if you're in one of the other teams. That was by accident. I used this page today for this live hangout. So don't press that button unless you want to be with me, and it's okay if you do. But if you are invited here by somebody else to watch this this hangout or the replay, make sure you reach out to these people so you join that people. We want to have that ethic in place that we don't want to want to make sure you land in the right team. If you're watching this, you will be part of Teamworkers or Networkers Go Pro, which we call ourselves because we want to say that that professionalism in this business is less is not an option. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't even remember our slogan anyway. But just to let you know, this is where we are right now. Make sure you do that before November 1st. Anybody who wants to join the business before November 1st will be incorporated with everybody that joins the business will, of course, be launched into this new additional stuff that comes from the company side. And that means that we're just about to take off, Captain, Mr. Captain, isn't that right? We have a lift-off, more or less.
we have a lift-off. We have a lift-off, my friend. Absolutely, we do.
Yeah. So fly me to the moon. I don't care. I mean, shoot for the moon at least, and you'll be landing among the stars.
Absolutely.
All these things that we have here. We're happy to be on board still with Doobly as our primary engine. We know a lot about attraction marketing. We know about gearing your business online. We know all about these type of things. And also now when the company is now delivering that to us as tools, we are hammering away with all the knowledge we have so we can continue teach you how to drive traffic, company will help you converting your customers and business associates into anything else, and we will actually team up with anybody we can here to make sure that we deliver on our promises, more or less, hopefully over-deliver, and as under-promise, over-deliver. That's what we're trying to do. So I think we're going to round it up here, 4 minutes to the hour, and make sure that we keep on the schedule that we've decided. Just checking my notes last time here. I think I covered it all. Anything I forgot, Kim, that we talked about we wanted to cover here?
No, I think you were very good on track, Ronnie. Did a good job, very good job. Just a final add-on from my side. I was so fascinated speaking with so many, and we're turning back again to the American guys who attended the Doobly event.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these were all professional, multi-level marketing guys. I mean, they've been into 4, 5, 6 companies, and companies goes up, closes, you go into a new one. They change the comp plan, you don't like it, you go into a new one. And some of these guys, they actually told me that, well, they had given up on the hope that a new fascinating venture company, a new state-of-the-art company, a new revelation would come along in the multi-level marketing business. But then, amazingly enough, Doobly came along, and there were no doubt this was the best company they had ever seen and joined. So, I mean, it's not just you and I, my friend, who are pretty fascinated about Doobly. There's a lot of big timers out there who are changing their present company and going the Doobly way. So let's round it up with that.
I would even say that that this is my view of my take, and I have a couple of people I've spoken with over the last time here. I mean, if you are an online marketer and you know how to drive traffic towards some sort of affiliate setup, you'll be golden here, because you can still have that and join Doobly and just add on having a super product. If you are a product-driven network marketing person, you know a lot of skills to do that type of business, but you can still keep on having that beloved product that you have and keep on doing that, and at the same time you can help both your distributors in that part and also your customers in that part to get online and get more cash back. And if you know about being an entrepreneur, you would want to have the biggest chunk of the money helping other people save money. So I think that should be my conclusion for today.
Great conclusion, my friend. Absolutely.
So reach out to us. Make sure that you hook up with the right team, and make sure you hook up with the right persons that was bringing you here. And I also want to make sure that that you join our team. I mean, we have a couple of nice dudes, and we have a lot of other good team members that I know is watching and is covering our back. So it's just fun. So let's go out there and get some better deals and more cash back, and make sure that we help a lot of people save money, and at the same time help a lot of people make money. That's the conclusion for today. Watch the replay on the same link here, and see you soon. See you on the internet.
See you out there, Ace.